Hello, everybody. All right, it's Thursday, and you're going to notice that I am only on YouTube. Technology sucks. Just so you know, technology sucks sometimes. So something has happened, and I can't quite figure out what. But something has happened, and my software system that I use to stream all my videos has been deleted from my Facebook account. So hello, Joanne. So I am not sure if there was an update done or what has happened, but I can't seem to get it back. So, and I know Facebook is doing all sorts of crazy things because they don't want business owners doing videos on Facebook. So I don't know if Facebook did something or Ecamm did something or what the heck's going on, but I am frustrated tonight. So I have been running. So I came home from work and I was running because we had to needle some cows. We had to vaccinate the last few of the cows. So I was doing that and I thought I was going to be late. And then I thought, oh boy, I bet you my video is not going to work. So then I was been playing with that for the last half hour or longer. And I can't seem to figure out why is it not working? So even the way your names are displayed tonight is very unique. So it has like at your name and then a dash and then a letter, a number, and a letter. And it tells me that there's only, now there's 4 people. I have 4 people watching. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Here's the good news though. Want to hear the good news? The good news is I'm off tomorrow. It's my first day off since starting my new job because I had to take my other day off for my appointment, my medical appointment. So this is my first official day off, which is so exciting. And I have a list as long as my leg of things I need to get done tomorrow. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. So please, as you hop on, it's very important that you say hello so that I know that you're here because I have no idea who's here and who is not here. I could just be talking to myself. I see Joanna's here and I see Pam is here. I do understand that when you use YouTube, it's a little bit harder to comment. And I think that's just because you have to be signed in maybe or have an account. I'm not quite sure. I don't comment on videos. So, yeah, so it's, I'm excited for tomorrow. I really do need a day to get caught up on everything. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. Hi, Heather. Yeah, everybody's name is coming up really odd. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's an update with Ecamm. I have no idea what's going on. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I've got lots of things to do. So, okay. So if you don't know who I am after that blabbling disaster, I am Cindy Piggott and I am the face behind Stamping Chick Creations. And I have been doing, this business for 19 years. So love it. Hate the technology part of things, but I love what I do. So, I want to thank everybody who has placed an order so far. I am going to, one of the things I'm planning on getting done tomorrow is hopefully get your kits ready. I have the PDF almost ready to go. You should never write a PDF when you're tired, especially not on a fun fold or a fancy fold. So I need to finish that up and then I will transfer the product credits over to you as well. Okay. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's free shipping October 22nd to the 24th, from Stampin' Up on any order placed over $100. And I know that we work really hard for our money. So I am actually throwing in, you're going to receive, they're in the other room because I, took pictures of them. But Monday night we made a really cool Gatefold Cascade card. We made 2 of them. So I'm going to send you the bits for those cards. I'm going to send you the PDF to go with that card. And then I'm going to also send you $25 in product credit. Okay. So you can use that on your next order. Okay. So I see we have a few more people here, not many. So I'm going to just proceed and hope that more hop on. Even if you can give me a thumbs up that you're here, even like emojis or something, is always helpful to me because what happens is that if we don't interact, then YouTube, Facebook, all those platforms, they suppress the there you are, suppress the video, and they don't push it out, so nobody else sees it, right? It kind of is like a scam, if you ask me, but it is what it is. So let's get started. So thank you. I see a thumbs up. I love it. So lots of emojis, lots of comments. If you can comment. I see Sandra's here with us now. Very frustrating on this end that I feel like I'm doing nothing but chasing my tail all the time. Anyway, okay. So I thought we could do a coffee filter technique tonight, which is very easy. It's very messy. And then I realized as I'm sitting here frustrated over my technology that my crafting bag is in my car still because I did a workshop last night. A private workshop for a phenomenal group of ladies. I had so much fun. I hope they had fun. I had fun. They seemed to really enjoy the cards. We made 8 Christmas cards, and it was a fundraiser, so it was really fun. And I love when people come to the table and they have a great sense of humor and they like to joke and have fun. So it really did make the night really, really fun for me. So I always walk in thinking, oh, I don't want to do this because I get very stressed out. I get stressed out demonstrating. I get stressed out in groups of people. Isn't that weird? But then when I get going, I'm fine. It's just weird. Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's do coffee filter. That's okay. Elaine, you're here, honey. That's all that matters. And I'm giving you guys some grace because, like, technology is not my friend today. I don't know what is going on. I need to figure this out. It's just Facebook and Ecamm aren't talking to each other anymore, and I don't know why. Ugh. We're actually kind of having the same issue at work where we have 2 systems and they're supposed to work, like they're supposed to integrate with each other. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and we can't figure out why. And of course, some people aren't compassionate enough to say, oh, well, it's the system. Some people are just very grumpy and bitter. Okay. We ready? Rant over. Coffee filter. We're going to do coffee filter. Some of you have done this with me. A lot of you guys have done this with me before. It's not new, but it's fun nonetheless. So what do I need from you? I need you to give me 2 to 3 re-inker colors that you would like me to use. So I'm going to leave it up to you, keeping in mind half of my supplies are probably out in my car. So I will unload those tomorrow in daylight. So I need 2 to 3 re-inkers. If you can comment, I would love for you to comment and give me some ideas. If not, I'm just going to go with my gut and we'll do like a fall card. We'll do like more of a masculine type card. And then we can do more of a, I'd say holiday, but I'm not going to do that because most of my stamps are outside. So maybe, I don't know, maybe just a generic one. Okay. All right. So anybody have any thoughts? I know some of you guys can't comment. If you can't comment, what I'm going to ask you to do is maybe just even send me a message or comment on my Facebook page, just because that way I can kind of see like how many of you guys are here, but you can't comment. That kind of helps me, right? So if you donate to my kit charity event, I am going to be sending you the invite to the group tomorrow, and you're gonna get a full day of crafting, and I'm so excited. I did my project. It's gonna be a recorded project, but okay, so I see orange, yellow, red. I love it. Thank you, Joanne. So Timid Tiger found out how to comment too. Excellent. It's like hashtag winning, right? Okay, so Timid Tiger, yellow. Let's see what do we have for yellow. We've got what's this one? Daffodil Delight. Crushed curry. Let's do crushed curry because I feel like we need it to be nice and bright. Ooh. Look, this is my original crushed curry. Ooh, and it's leaking. Yuckies. Crushed curry, and then red. So let's do what color is this? Let's do a cherry cobbler. Do we want green at all instead of the red or the orange? Okay, what do you need? You need, I told you I love doing things that use household items. So, basket coffee filters. So here's a really fun thing. I have basket coffee filters because my coffee maker here at the studio is a basket coffee maker. Unfortunately, I don't use my basket coffee maker here as much as I would like to. So I have several stacks of this, right? And I love green. Instead of which color? We need to pull a color out. Because I only want 3 colors. Otherwise it gets kind of icky. So I love doing projects that use household items. Green. Sure, add green, old olive. Okay. No, I don't know where in the heck my old olive ink pad went, or re-inker went. So we're going to have to use garden green. So it's very, very, very inexpensive to do this type of a technique, okay? So you need your disposable plate. We're going to put our coffee filter. Look how nicely that sits on there. Isn't that lovely? It's like it was made, right? So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can add your re-inker dabs or drops. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. Drops and then spritz, or you can spritz and then add your dots. Okay? There's not a right and a wrong to either way. You just kind of get a little bit different effect by doing it one way or the other. I sometimes prefer to, we'll do it both ways, but I prefer sometimes to just spritz my paper first, only because it helps the re-inker spread. It's a perfect fit plate, isn't it? So when you go to use your spritzer, which we carry spritzers, or we used to carry spritzers. I don't know if we do anymore. I've lost track of what we carry and we don't carry. But any spritzer will work. You want to make sure it's like, put the spritz towards the plate and not in your face. Go ahead and ask me how I know that. Okay, my garden green's very, there. So because we're using 4 colors, I'm going to actually spread these out. Okay. So this is kind of along the lines of the baby wipe technique. Kind of, but not really. Okay. Whoops. That was way too much. It's funny how some of these inks, like this one comes out really, really fast. Some of the inks come out super fast and some of them don't. It's actually kind of, see, can you see how this is spreading? Okay. So we're going to do this one as a fall card. Okay. Maybe I should have, let me just do this here. Okay. Okay. So I've spritzed it, put my re-inkers down. I'm going to make sure that this is spritzed the right way, because you know how many times I spritz this right on my face? Have you any idea? And now I'm going to continue to spritz. Okay. Now, as I spritz, your colors, you want this to be very, very saturated, I guess is the thing. Now, here's the really, really tricky part, is that you want it to be saturated, but you don't want to rip your coffee filter, because after all, it's a coffee filter, right? So there's going to be a fine line here between saturation and the final product. Okay. Now, this is going to look very ugly. And you're probably thinking, why in the heck would I ever want to do this technique? I know. I get it. I hear you. But what I'm going to share with you is that once this dries, it will lighten. Okay. So I think a while back when we did this in technique class, this was one of the techniques we did in class. You could see the difference, right? So we're going to let that kind of do its thing for just a second. I'm going to put these back very quickly. I might still be in my barn clothes, so nobody is judging. Cherry cobbler can go up here. Garden green. Okay, now I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to try to plug this in. So I have this light that I purchased at one of those secondhand Amazon sales or whatever. I love it. It's this light right here. I love it. It's very, very bright, but holy smokes, does it ever get hot. I would never leave it plugged in. Okay, so I'm going to heat this. So it's going to get noisy. If I can unbury my gun here. Hang on 1 second. Okay. So as I heat this, it's going to flatten, okay? And because it's a coffee filter, it's not going to take long to dry, but you want to make sure it's very dry. Pretty darn dry. Okay. Now, so this is dry. Well, this part's a little bit damp, but for the most part, this is dry. Okay. And it still looks very caca. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with this? I guess is my question, right? Do we want to, hang on, stay with me. Do we want to take our autumn trees and cut this out? I don't know if this will actually cut without it ruining it, to be quite honest, because it's so thin. Or do I want to take this and cut it out? Or do I want to cut this as a rectangle and use it as my background? Right? So these are all options that we have. So if you're really, really creative, you could probably get 2 or more projects out of one coffee filter. Now, see, I didn't go all the way around, but I essentially could have, right? So we can do a couple things. This actually might look pretty cool. If I cut this out in like crumb cake or early espresso, then cut this on top and place it on. Does anybody have any thoughts? I know it's going to be very hard for you to comment, so I may just have to go ahead and do what my gut is telling me. I might do that and see if I can cut this with the die. And then I always have this to do something else with. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys can't comment. I hope Kim is here tonight. My poor friend Kim wanted this technique, so I hope. Okay. Now, what if we did this? Try it. Okay. Joanne, thank you for commenting, honey. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm going to try to cut this like this. I'm going to leave some room so that if it messes up, I still have more, right? That I can try. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, hang on. Hang on. See what happened? I forgot this. I forgot this die does this. Ah! That's okay. I'm going to do this. I forgot it cuts out the imprint. Okay, let's try this again. Just when you think you got yourself all figured out. No, Okay, let's just see. Let's see how we make out with this. Okay, this might have worked much, much better. Okay. Oh, wait till you see it. What do you think? What do you think? Very, very cute. Now, do I want the brown on the back, though? I feel like maybe it should be a different color. Like, should it be green? I was thinking brown because of the trunk, but now I'm thinking maybe it should be green. Isn't that cool? So you can see, and I still have this much left of my coffee filter I could do something else with, right? I could actually stagger this too. I don't even have to go straight on. I could just stagger it to kind of give it a bit of a depth. What do you think? I don't know. I wonder if I should try green. Do you think I should try green? This is really pretty doing it this way. I wasn't sure how I felt about this tree. Looks good. Okay, so let's get a card base. Well, how about this card base? Because it happens to be right beside me. My bone folder is out in the car. Of course it is. One might think that I would have several of those. One might totally be right, however. Okay. I must have another bone folders. Is it in here? Hang on. So I went out away to the cottage. I actually had another one. Things that make me go, Okay, anyway, let's just do this for right now. Okay, so I'm thinking I could use a piece of like cherry cobbler maybe? Or should I use a piece of crumb cake and emboss it with the birch embossing folder? Pam says to stagger this. Yeah, I think that kind of looks a little bit cool, don't you think? Just kind of offset it just a little bit. It kind of creates like a shadow. Oh, I love it. Okay, this makes me so excited. Crumb cake, do you think? Or should I bring in a cherry cobbler? Cherry cobbler and green, I always think is Christmas. But I could bring in like an orange. Like I could bring in a Timid Tiger. Right? And then emboss it. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. Is that Timid Tiger? I don't know what color orange this is, but let's try it. We got nothing to lose at this point. Let's go. Crumb cake or light beige? Yeah, I'm thinking that I think this might be too much. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, orange and green together, I don't know. Like, I love them on trees, but I don't know for a card they kind of like... Is that too much color going on, guys? You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to glue the tree together. Oh, that is so pretty. And I could probably cut this out and place it on top, but I feel like it's going to take away from that. Stay with fall colors. Okay. Well, I think I want to do... I don't know. Do I like the orange? You guys tell me, because it is a nice fall color, guys. I'm going to emboss it, but I'm going to glue this first. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue onto the card, or onto the, what is this stuff? Cardstock. And the reason I'm going to do it onto the cardstock is because the coffee filter will be a little bit dainty, right? Has anybody done this technique before? If you've been with me for a while, you have. I know you have. But anybody else? Oh, see, then I put the glue in the wrong spot. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, it just ripped it. You want to be very, very careful when you're gluing, because your coffee filter is very, very not sensitive. It's very delicate. Delicate. That's the word I'm looking for. Delicate. Okay. Orange makes it pop more. Okay, so I'm going to emboss this with the birch embossing folder. Because trees, birch, or should I do leaves? Leaves? Or birch? Never tried this technique? Seriously, Joanne? This is 2 things this week. I can't believe it. You're surprising me. Okay, so do we want the leaves, which I think might be kind of nice, or do we want the birch? I don't know what happened to this embossing folder. It's like really wonky. Do we want to try leaves? We've seen the birch before. It's been a while since we saw the leaves. I feel the leaves might go very nicely with the fall theme. Let's do leaves. This is our 3D embossing folder, right? So this is the one that die cuts and embosses at the same time. But I'm not going to emboss or die cut. I'm just going to emboss. I don't know why my embossing folder is so warped. Okay. Let's see. That one. This one. Okay. Hi, Sheila. Hello, honey. Okay, so here's my leaves. There's my tree. We're doing coffee filter. Sheila's done coffee filter with me. This is actually super pretty. I wasn't sure where we were going with this, but I quite like it. So I know a lot of you guys could not find me. Yeah. Tomorrow, maybe, if I have time. It's not going to be high on my priority list, but I need to figure out what is going on with this. I have lots and lots and lots and lots of things to do tomorrow. Which is a little bit overwhelming, to be quite honest. But now, what if I almost, oh, you know what? Before I glued that down, I should have wrapped some linen thread. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to pop this up. It is fun, isn't it, Sheila? It's very messy, but boy, is it ever fun. And this is another way to use your re-inker. So I know a lot of people have re-inkers and they have no idea what to do with them. This is one of the things you do with re-inkers. They're not just to re-ink your ink pads. Okay. Now, do I need a layer of these things? These are like leaves to go on top. I just feel like it's going to cover up the design if I do that though, right? But it does make the tree look fuller. I'd have to do it in cardstock though. Do I have to do it in cardstock? Could I do it in the... Oh, I could tie a tree around the... Oh, that's so smart. You're so smart. Okay. I could tie a tree, or a bow around the tree trunk. Yes, I could actually. I want to be careful because I don't want to rip the coffee filter. Hang on. There's something sticky. Something sticky on my desk right now. Oops, pulling it the wrong way. You know me and bows, eh? Can't feel my fingers. Can't feel my fingers. I'm tying this upside down. Sugar and spice, but nothing's nice. Oh, come on. I hate it when my fingers don't like do what my brain thinks it should be doing. Now what I would probably do is just put a glue dot there to hold that. So I had the ladies using the Take Your Pick tool last night, and they just loved it. They were like, what is this thing? Actually, the one lady fell in love with the Stampin' Scrub. She's like, what is that? I'm like, oh, I use it to clean my stamps. And she's like, I have never seen anything like that before. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it conditions your stamps as you are using them. She's like, I love that. I'm like, well, I'm glad to hear that. Everybody needs one. There. Okay. Now, I'm going to trim this down just a hair. Now, no extra layer? No layer. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I just think it looks a little bit plain, but I don't want to take away. I could use another layer coffee filter and put it on. I don't know. Okay. Do I want a sentiment on this? There's something sticky right here. Oh, you know what? My Stamp and Mist is in my car too. Everything's in my car. No extra layer. Okay, do I want a sentiment on this one? I could put it like right there maybe, or up here. It turned out way better than I thought it was going to turn out. So you just want to be careful, right? Because it does make your card, it does make this coffee filter is very dainty. Okay. Okay. No sentiment. Okay. Joanne says no sentiment. No sentiment it is. Joanne gets to be the boss tonight. Okay? We should do that. Every video, one person gets to be the boss. I think that would be fun. Okay. Now, so this is my plate, right? Now, if I want to be really super frugal, you know what I could do? I could actually cut this and use this on the back of my card. Right? If I really wanted to. I'm not going to do that. Okay, card number 1 is done. Okay, what are we going to do for card number 2? Everybody's saying no sentiment, so that's good. I'm glad you guys are all on the same page. Okay, what do we want to do for the second card? And the really nice thing about this is when I'm done, I'm just going to throw this in the garbage, right? But if you have like, I don't know about you guys, but we had a ton of basket filters, and then we switched to the cone filters because of a different machine. And I was like, what am I going to do with all these coffee filters? Well, I know what I'm going to do. We could do the Stamp and Seal one too. That would be fun. That's a fun technique too. I haven't done it in a long time. Okay, next card. I need 3 colors. Pinks. I agree. Pinks. Let's do pinks. So we got Pretty in Pink. We got Petunia Pop. We got Berry Burst. We got Melon Mambo. We've got Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia. What else we got? I was going to say pinks or purples is what I was going to say, Pam. So I think we're on the same wavelength tonight. So do we want like a Petunia Pop? Because that's one of our in colors. Petunia Pop, which is a nice color. We have Berry Burst. And then do we want to bring in a Pretty in Pink? Oh, that's a Strawberry Slush. It's not Pretty in Pink. That is not pretty. Where is my Pretty in Pink? Hello. Where did my Pretty in Pink go? There it is. Found it. Do you want to try those? That could be a nice color combination. They're similar, but different, right? So you don't want to use too many colors because you can see from even this one, it kind of gets a little mucky, right? So we want to stay away from mucky. We want pretty. Okay, so let's do a Petunia Pop. So this one, I'm not going to re-ink it. I'm not going to wet it first. I'm just going to do my re-inker. And how much you do is up to you. Okay. And then, so that was Petunia Pop. Then I'm going to do my, what is this one? Berry Burst. So if there's a color you want to bring out more than the other, obviously you would put out more, right? And then I have to tell you, last night I'm demonstrating and this lady just kept staring at me. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, am I going too fast for you? And she says, no, I'm just so distracted by your nails. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness, I started laughing. It was so funny. Okay, so see how this is already starting to spread? I haven't even added my water yet. Okay, so here comes my water. Look how pretty this is going to be. So you can see the splatter too, right? Okay, now it might actually pick up, yeah, it's going to pick up a little bit of the colors on the bottom that were already on the plate, just because of the material of the plate. Oh, this one's freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh. This would make a really nice one to do with the breast cancer stamp. Oh, what do you think? What do you think? That's one of the things I need to do too, is prepare for that. I got lots to do tomorrow. Who's stressing out? Me. Not me. Okay. I actually brought my laptop home, and my boss is like, why are you bringing your laptop home? I'm like, because I have so much work to do. I said, but don't worry, I don't plan on turning it on. There we go. Okay. Now, look at this plate. Hot dang. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. It's going to make a mess on my glass mat, but that's okay. Now I'm going to heat this up. Well, it will. Yeah. Depending on the type of plate that you're using, it will sometimes pick up the colors underneath. Like you can see a little bit of green here. Not in a little bit of green here, but it's not crazy amount. Okay. So you have to make sure it's very dry. But coffee filter does not take a lot to dry. It's almost like a tissue paper, right? Let's see my glass? It's because it kind of seeps, right? Now, if you wanted to emboss this, you could. You want to be very careful because it will rip. So you don't want to use one of the 3D embossing folders that's really in depth. You want just a light emboss. Okay. So I hope my girl Kim is here. I hope. If not, put my glue adhesive on before I die cut. Oh, you are very smart. Very, very smart. Okay. So I'm just using a baby wipe just to clean that up. Okay, so here is my hi Marlon. Marlon figured out how to respond. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for commenting, people. I really, really, really appreciate you when you comment. Okay, so this is my filter. And I know it does not look amazing on camera, but trust me, in person, it's amazing. Okay? So what do I want to do with this? Do I want to try to cut this for my background and try to emboss it? I could probably attach a white piece of cardstock to the back to give it some substance and then emboss it. I could try to do just a light embossing with it. I could try to die cut it with some flowers. I would love to use this with the cancer stamp set. This one would be super cool to do as a technique for that class, but I already have all the projects ready for that one, so I guess not. Anybody have any thoughts on this one? Let me get you the cancer stamp set. So just so you know, when you purchase a stamp set, $4 from each stamp set is going to a Canadian cancer organization that I don't think Stampin' Up! Has told us yet. What do you what do the crown and numbers mean in the chat? The crown might be top top followers or top commenters or something. I don't know what the numbers mean. Everybody has numbers on their chats, and I'm not sure why tonight. I've never seen that before. And the crown, I think they must just be like top followers or top commenters or something. This one does not have a die. It's only a stamp set. Okay. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking as I'm sitting here. I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking something like the damask or the time well worn words. Top fans, that's what it means. Yes, thank you. Make a background rectangle. Okay. Should I emboss it? Use it for background. Okay, I'm going to try. To do this. And then I'm going to, I'm just going to try to straighten it out. And then I'm going to cut it down. Now, when you're doing this, oh, you know what would be really cool? Hang on. Sorry. Squirrel. When you're cutting, you need to make sure that your blade's sharp. Don't attempt to do this with a dull blade. It will rip. What about the everyday arches? Somebody said circle. It made me think everyday arches. Branching out. Where's my everyday arches? Everyday arches. Where did you go? Everyday arches, right there. I'm actually thinking about changing all my embossing, my dies, to the new packaging. So I'm thinking something like that. I could use a color behind, right? Like a piece of cardstock behind. You see that? I almost dropped. I almost dropped my dies. And then this would be the top layer. So this would be solid. This would be top layer. And then I could do something like this, stamped and then fussy cut so that pops out, but then that is on a circle. Do you see where I'm going with this? This could definitely be a Christmas ornament. I see Sheila said a Christmas ornament. Christmas ornament would be absolutely cool. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to do the back. The card base as Petunia Pop. I'll do this piece in white, this piece as this background. I'll stamp this in white in Petunia Pop. And then we can fussy cut this so that it sticks out. Do you see what I'm saying? Is this vision coming together? Are you understanding where I'm going? Oh, hang on. Hang on. White. Okay, let's do it different because I have okay, I have a bunch of these Petunia Pops cut. I don't know why. I obviously messed up. So let's do a white base, then this, then Petunia Pop. Or should I do Berry Burst maybe? What do you think? Five and a half. I have to fold this. Are you guys still with me? I hate not having a bone folder. Goodness gracious me. Okay. So then, if I do this one, and then a Petunia Pop, and then we can use a big one of this. Yeah. And then this can go on there. Berry Burst. Okay. I know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I know Petunia Pop's in here, but like, can you see the Petunia Pop in that? I do not see the Petunia Pop in that. I think it does need to be Berry Burst. It's actually kind of funny how certain colors come out more than others when you're doing this. Okay, let's just grab a piece of Berry Burst. Oh. All right, here we go. And what I'm going to do is I am actually going to emboss this with, yeah, just do it. I love the way she goes, just do it. I'm going to emboss this with the Sunflower embossing folder. Okay. Let me just make sure I cut this right. Yeah. That's what I want. Okay, let me emboss this with the Sunflower embossing folder. You're not going to see a lot of it, but I still want it done. The embossing folder coordinates with the stamp set very, very well. So if you don't have the Sunflower embossing folder, you're going to want it. That has to be one of the best investments I've made. Is the Sunflower embossing folder. Okay. So look how beautiful this is. Okay. And then if I cut this out on the big one and save that piece, maybe I could put that on the inside. What do you think? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I just do this over here, like that. Okay. Now you want to be careful lifting. Okay. Fragile. Fragile. Do I want to do this the opposite way? Do I want to make this berry burst and this white? I kind of think I do. Hey? Anybody else with me? I don't like that. I think I want to go the opposite direction. I want to do berry burst, then white. Right? Okay, we'll save that for something else. Hang on. Don't run away on me. Stay with me. Well, we can do both. I'm going to have both ready, and then we can decide which way we want to go. Okay? I think it's just too much together, and I think it needs to be broken up. Okay, here we go. I think I like this better already. There, that might be much better, eh? Okay, now let's take this. I'm thinking, can you see the wheels turning? Yeah, I think it's better with more contrast. I agree. Okay, so what color should I stamp this in? I'm thinking maybe Berry Burst, Petunia Pop. Well, the base is Berry Burst, so I feel like I should do it in Berry Burst. Anybody else feel that way? I'm looking for my circle dies. I need to clean up my shelves too. Like they're so far behind on all my things, friends. So far behind. Okay, so I'm like, might be okay. Okay, let's try. Yes, Berry Burst. Okay. Just reading comments. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything you're telling me. You're probably screaming at me, stop, don't do that. And here I am going ahead doing it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. Oh. Okay. Hopefully you can't see this, but look. Okay, I'm going to proceed because I want to make sure that the writing gets on. If the flower part cuts off, I don't care. Right? Because I'm going to cut that off anyway. Oh my gosh. I am kind of in love right now. So I'm thinking if I cut these out. Like this. What do you think? So, I know this is torturous to watch, but trust me, I think the final result will be worth it. Okay, so Monday night. Some of you are going to my sister's workshop, which I'm starting to think maybe I should be going to my sister's workshop. But those of you that are going to come and hang out with me, what would we like to do on Monday? I'm thinking a fun fold, a fancy fold, something different. I'm almost done, promise. Sorry. Okay, here we go. We're almost done. Hoping I can figure out what's going on with my video. And why I can't go live on Facebook. Okay, here we go. One more. All right, now let's look and see what we have here. So I've got like no room to navigate here. Okay, so we have our Berry Burst, our basic white with our embossed sunflowers. We've got our everyday arches. Pop this up. Do we need a bow or something along there? A petunia, or I don't have any Berry Burst ribbon. Should this arch be smaller? Should I add some like gold? Some of this gold stuff? That might break it up a little bit. Trim it down. Yes, new. I like the gold. I think it just gives it just a smidge of a breakup. Thoughts? Keep the arch that size. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Dropping rankers left, right, and center. All right, I'm going to start gluing. Okay. And I would imagine that if you're very passionate about what it is I'm doing or not doing, you will share your information, your feelings with me, correct? There. Now, this one I want to be very careful with. Delicate load here. All right. Add the gold. I like the gold. I think the gold has to be there just to break it up. I'm going to trim it down. But I think we need it. I have tear and tape near me. Oh, I think I took tear and tape with me to the event last night. I think I threw it in my bag so that I had some. Okay, here's my question to you now, because we're going to wrap this baby up. Is this a technique you will try? And it's okay if you say no. We are in no judgment zone. Not all things are for all people. Dreaded fussy cutting, I know. But this one is not a lot of fussy cutting. I'm not a fussy cutter by any means. If I can see the vision behind it, I'm okay to do it. But I have to see the vision. Okay, so this one goes this way, so I'm going to put this one like this. Because then I'm going to pop that one up. Okay. Maybe. Sandra, you've done this with... No. Oh, did you? Maybe you weren't in that technique class. We've done this before, have we not? I know Sheila and I have. I think Marlon and I have. Many moons ago. Okay, so now, where is my scissors? Oh, I just got berry burst all over me. What do you think? I like the gold edition too. Okay, so now that my desk looks like a bomb went off on it, I'm going to put a few of these things away. I literally have this much space to work off of right now. Is that funny? It's okay. It's all good. Everyday arches. I made a pretty spectacular card. I can't show it to you because I gave it away. I sent it to the person that was to receive it. And I'll post it when I'm able, but it's all top secret right now, so I can't share details with you. But I sent it to a dear friend of mine, and I used some retired product. And this person is a utterly talented paper crafter, so I was very, very stressed out. But overall, I think it turned out okay. Well, I only use the heat gun for mine, Sandra, just so that it dries quicker. You don't have to do that part, right? Yeah, mine, this is all I have. What you see in the camera is literally all I have to work off of from my own doing. Okay. This one actually turned out way nicer than I thought it was going to be quite honest. This one I like. Two totally different looks. But you see, like, and look, I still have this I can use. So where's my frugal people? Right? You could do something super fun with this. Like, you could create, like, kind of a, like an illusion with these ones. If you wanted. Only if you want to. Or like you could create like something like this and then put something in the middle or whatever. Okay. Does anybody want to vote? If anybody's here, do you guys want to vote? There's only 1 and 2. So I don't know how much of a vote that's going to be, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this one. Curious to know, is this something that you liked? Was it like, no, I didn't really care for that. That was a waste of my time. Or is it like, that was okay? Or, oh my gosh, I absolutely loved that. It always gives me a gauge as to what you're looking for, so that I can bring you more of what you're looking for. Right? If I don't know, I don't know. Okay, where's my stamp set? Right here. 2 and then 1. Yes, I agree. I love this one. The colors on that one actually stunning. I gotta see if I can take a good picture of it, and I'll get it posted. And I know that YouTube's not the best to be commenting on, and my apologies. Really hoping I can get back to getting on to Facebook once I figure out what the problem is, and then go from there. Anybody else want to comment before we sign off for the evening? Love to see different ways to use reinkers. There's millions of ways to use reinkers. So definitely. This is a really great way to use those reinkers. So I always encourage you to purchase the reinker at the time of purchase of the ink pad because of lot numbers. And I know we don't use our reinkers as often to ink our ink pads, right? So that's why it's really awesome to use it for different things. You know what I think we can do next week? Now that we have vellum paper back, what about alcohol inks with vellum? That's been a long time since I've done that one because we didn't have vellum, right? But now we've brought vellum back starting November 2nd. So as a demonstrator, that's the perk. You get to order things a month before everybody else. So starter kit is still on till the end of October, but things are selling out very, very quickly. So if you're interested in signing up, please be sure to do so. And if you join my team, I'm going to send you the PDF for those cards that we did on Monday for free. So yeah. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Thank you for being patient with me, and thank you for following me over here to YouTube. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. I was just thinking I could have put gold gems on here, which are out my car. 1 here and then 2 here to pull in this gold. I like to see how the techniques come together. I know sometimes you kind of go, where is she going with this? And then at the end, you're like, that's where she's going with this. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I just honestly can't stop looking at this card. It's really, really pretty. The colors are so bright and vibrant. This could actually be used for anything, eh? Support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, believe. Oh, Margaret, I know, you know what? You know what's happening, honey, is for some reason I can't go live on YouTube right now. I don't know if my software is, something's happened and it's disconnected and I can't figure out how to reconnect it or what caused it. Yeah, so I'm thinking that might be fun because now we have vellum. So we did this, Margaret, we did this with coffee filters. So go back and watch the replay because you're gonna have the replay here on YouTube because it does not disappear after 30 days or 60 days or whatever. It's always here for you. So you're always free to go back and rewatch from the beginning. And if you are, just hashtag replay. If you're not used to watching my videos, I always ask you to do hashtag replay just to see how many people are watching on a replay. All right. That's it, friends. Okay. Come and join me Monday night. We will come up with something smoshing that we can do and see if we can find something fun, interesting, different, unique. And if you come across something that you're like, hey, I wonder how they did this, or I wish Cindy would show us how to do this, send it to me. Send it to me through Facebook, send it to me through email, wherever you want to send it to me, and I'll see if I can figure it out for you. Okay? All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I will see you Monday night right here at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Probably on YouTube, because I don't know if I'll have time to fix Facebook yet. So just watch my page for more details. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.